In terms of bans here, what where do you start?
I'm not sure. I think it just kind of depends on who has first ban, because I'm not entirely sure on that right now. And just kind of like what they're wanting to do. If there's something that they don't think they can run themselves, you could ban that out, or if you want to try to control the both teams' comps to a certain way that you think is your strong suit, they could go that way.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, it looks like Route Milkers got first ban here, and they have banned Echo. I think it's kind of interesting.
Echo.
They have banned Echo. And then the Fallen have banned Hazard. The map is Ilios.
I mean, I guess Echo kind of makes sense for that. But I don't know. I just feel like Echo is just kind of awkward-ish.
Yeah,
in my opinion, at least.
I don't know in the current meta why you would ban that unless you're trying to protect ban a DPS.
Mm-hmm.
So like if they're trying to get weird with it, like I'm going to imagine they're gonna run the standard like Genji Tracer, but I mean it's kind of unclear what we're gonna see from them yet on the side of Rat Milkers. You know,
I
we
feel like
both
they're
know
probably
the
just.
Fallen. What was that?
I was gonna say I feel like they're just confident in their Tracer Genji or in whatever they're gonna do that they didn't want it to get hit. Because I'm assuming if you ban, like you said, if you ban Echo, you're probably protecting both Genji and Tracer with how this meta is looking right now. So I feel like they're just probably confident in their Tracer and Genji to want to like protect both of those.
Yeah, you know, and like I guess you're just trying to figure out what the Fallen vibe is, you know.
I feel like Hazard's an interesting band too.
Yeah,
I think it makes more sense than the Echo. But
knowing Tool, like it is to gauge where they're at on other heroes, because Hazard is good, right? He might want to figure out what they can play.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like especially on like Ilios right now, Diva's like a really strong pick, so maybe they're just they don't want to ban their own Diva if they want to play that. So I feel like that might be a way that where we're going to see the Fallen kind of lean towards, maybe. Because this is a very good Diva map for this current meta.
All right, I'm getting the signs that we are pretty much ready to roll into the map here. Ilios, Rat Milkers versus the Fallen. Rat Milkers have banned the Echo. The Fallen have banned Hazard. It's going to be an interesting time here. Let's see what these guys roll out on.
Now arriving at Ilios.
All right, it's a beautiful day on the coast of Rome here. I think that's where that is. Anyways.
Close enough.
I don't remember what this map's called, but I like to call it the Pillars map. And we are opening up on it. So we're going to have a great time. Oh. Let's see. Please be stupid comps. Please be stupid comps. I really want to see some weird stuff go on.
Ready for battle.
All right, it looks like both teams are opting for the Winston dives. The Fallen opting for the Wu Yang over the Lucio here with the Kiri as backup. And Ratmakers are running Kiri Lucio as their backline.
Right, I feel like the Wu Yang's a little bit better here than Lucio right now.
3, 2,
I just feel like the value you get from Wu Yang is just a lot more, especially with both your DPS.
You know, and like if you
no
can
TP
actually
taken.
No TP taken. Nobody took TP. Let's go.
No, just Wu Yang.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Hey guys, make sure you calm your TPs, actually. Both teams hiding on a stalemate here. Nobody's really trying to engage off anything. Satori Goju kind of running low here. I wonder if the Fallen is going to take the advantage here. Perf dives. Monkumi runs out. Perf running dangerously low. Wander trying to keep him up as much as he can. No TP on the Kiriko. Dex Benno running their backline. Perf coming back into the backline of Route Milkers. Looking at Satoru Gojo here. Perf running low yet again. Dex falling low and dead from the Tracer. Satoru Gojo diving in, going for the go here. Perf running dangerously low. They're fighting off the Tracer here.
That pick on Genji kind of just did not help the Fallen there.
No, not at all. If you're the Fallen, like, what are you trying to do this fight, man?
I think you just gotta try to find a setup on either of the supports. Probably not that.
Oof. Looks like
They got the
pacing's
Lucio
a little bit
though.
off here. Yeah, Lucio
I don't
down.
know if they go fast enough for it though.
No, they're gonna come back and the Lucio's pretty much gonna be there already. Looks like the Fallen's like looking for a stage here. Bringing Satoru Gojo like fairly low here.
Yeah.
Perf coming in, trying to bring Gojo down even further. Looking pretty healthy on the side of the Fallen. Benno running dangerously low, no dig. The pulse on the side of Outlinkers misses here. Kiriko ult is out. Vinci goes down. Satoru is looking low here. Perf diving in deep. Gojo pops ult. Perf looking low. We use Wu Yang ult to keep Perf alive. Satoru Gojo is still running ult towards the point. It's looking pretty funky here. Gojo down.
Yeah.
Lucio dead here. Tracer just is the last person here to clean up. Perf going in for the kill. No recall.
That was, you definitely, if you're the Fallen, want that fight to be a lot cleaner.
Oh, for sure. And
That
like,
was a very ugly trade.
you gotta play this fight even faster as well, though. Gotta force their ults out really fast.
You got Primal out though, but they gave them a lot of percentage for it.
Perf is building it too. Vinci coming down really early.
Oh,
Gonna affect the actual like longevity of this fight. Me and Monkey coming down. Good wave on the side of Wander here. Monkumi not able to find any more than one on his ult there. Perf coming back in.
And they-
Bringing Monkumi low.
I think even the side of Fallen, you're fine with that blade outcome.
Yeah.
Only losing one for it blade.
You know, and if you're Rat Milkers here, you might want to invest a little bit more into an early fight like that, especially when you know what they're running into. Early beat coming out on the side of Rat Milkers. Side of the Fallen are trying to just kite around here and use an ult to mitigate the the speed going on. Monkumi running dangerously low. Perf bringing a couple people down low. Vinci running dangerously low, coming towards the Mega. Dex fighting on point, kind of alone here. Vinci still low. Flip almost happens on the side of Route Milkers. The Fallen holding onto the point just a little bit longer here, bringing it to 72% versus 70%. Just flipped by the side of Route Milkers.
I feel like if there's just a couple more, like they were so close to like 2 different picks there. I feel like if they were just able to secure just one of those two, that might have been a different outcome.
Oh, easily. A little bit more target focus, a little bit more drive. It would have been easy going. Monkumi
Where's
bringing
the
Benno
rush?
down. Me and Monkip looking really low. Perf looking unhealthy as ever. Coming down. It doesn't look like the side of the Fallen is going to be healthy to capture point here.
That
Dex
was
touch.
kind of a rough.
Ult comes out and
we
it
go
gets
to the last
side
fight.
of Dex. Yeah, I mean, those first two fights really kind of sealed the ult economy for the rest of the map here. The Fallen not really, cycling through support ults in a way that was like, conducive to concurrent fights. Double support ulting on that fight where Perf ran low.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult.
And going to the last fight where they have rush and you don't, definitely makes things a lot harder.
Anyone thirsty? The Fallen look to be changing up their comp a little bit. They're swapping out the Kiriko for the Lucio.
Oh,
we have a pause here. Pause.
You can't.
That's
I don't think you can, at least.
yeah, that player card on the right side looks like the
Yeah.
UI for per person pre-match.
Five, four,
From imperfection.
Sorry, we're just trying to figure out what that card was, bro. That's annoying.
round. Capture the objective.
Okay, we actually TP this time. That's pretty cool.
So we don't have the swap on the Fallen side of heroes. Got baited a little bit with the Lucio swap and spawn.
Indeed we did. Indeed we did. The Fallen engaging pretty early on the high ground. Ratmilker's looking like the kite away pretty easily here. Benno looks a little bit low. Their Curie is really, really low on the side of the Fallen. Benno's keeping it alive pretty well. Gojo looking pretty unhealthy here. And we're paused again. Guys, what's going on? Just trying to watch this game, bro.
I mean, I'm not even sure. Because I saw the tracer from Rat Milkers, Zachary, was one typing P, so I'm not sure if there's something on their end or not.
I, for one, would be fairly annoyed at this point. But, hey, you know, not my game.
He's got to roll with the punches, right?
Indeed. If you can't roll with the punches, you can't jump with the kicks, man. I don't know, it just looks like a lot of lack of target focus on the side of the Fallen here. Not being able to follow up on specific picks fast enough. It might be because they're running the Wu Yang here versus a comp that's fairly fast and dynamic, right? So it's really, really hard for the backline of the Fallen to sustain these longer, like, you know, counter dive rotations without burning all of their resources. And it looks like the side of Ratmilkers is just a little bit easier to slip away.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's also part of the benefit of the Wu Yang is you get that more sustained like damage and like slide poke potential from the Wu Yang, but it also is kind of like a double-edged sword because it's a lot more fragile. The comp.
A lot more fragile, and you have to play the comp differently. You know, like your confirm dives need to be like a little bit more precise. You need to calm them a little bit more, right? You can't just like float around and survive all the time. It's kind of not how the hero works, you know. I mean,
this fight I was definitely more what I was looking for from the Fallen, because they immediately picked off both supports from the side Rat Milkers.
Looks like they're closing out targets fairly well at this point, but that was one fight, so we'll see.
Good improvement from the first point entirely.
Yeah, first fight last point was messy. First point or first fight this point, not so bad. Fish running really, really low here on the Lucio. Yeah, Mudkip running in a little bit hardy. Benno running a half. Wander finding one on the...
That's a huge pick.
Dex getting picked by Monkumi, but the side of the
Fallen
Fallen
was
pretty healthy here. Benno running after Monkumi here, running low himself. Gojo runs the point, just trying to solo him out. The Fallen's doing a really, really good job of bringing him down. Gojo falls down. Monkumi finds Wander. They're going to try to mitigate Monkumi's ability to do anything here. Perf looking to kill him. Dex finding the follow-up. Tracer looking to, you know, to run up point a little bit. The Fallen still have point. V and Shay alone by point. No TP now in their backline yet again. Man, what are you thinking, Rye?
I'm trying to figure out what the Toro Gojo was doing. Because I don't know if it was like miscommunication, but he was just like, I think, too deep compared to what the rest of his team was wanting to do at that moment. And he got kind of cut out for
hitting
it.
the ult button here. Perf backing up with the Wintone ult. Finding Gojo, finding Via and Shay on the point of Dex. Tracer deep in the backline of the Fallen. Monkumi alone getting chased by Perf. Perf finds him. Messy, messy, messy fight. That is two ults on the side of the Fallen here. You gotta wonder.
Yeah, but we're getting close to Final Fight, and Fallen still have Bubble Blade, which is
Benno
very
finds
strong.
Zach really, really early in the cycle. Monkumi running low in the sky, going one versus Perf, which finds Monkumi. Ult used on point, going crazy. Gojo with the ult. V and Shay throwing ult out. The beat hitting as well. Perf finding Shay. Perf finding fish. Satoru Gojo running really, really low here, getting looked at by 4 people. All that's left is a Tracer here. Monkumi coming back to point on the Pharah. Probably won't be able to do anything versus Dex. Perf finds, and he's dead. A much cleaner round on the side of the Fallen.
Maybe a little too clean if you're the Rat Milkers. It felt very one-sided for majority of those fights.
Ready for battle.
You know, I will say though, like, if the only thing you're missing is ult execution, I don't know. But they lost a couple people on off cycles here. Monkumi trying to solo ult a bubbled Winston,
I've got a good feeling.
which is pretty cool. I admire that. You know, and like that can work if you kill him.
But-
Kind of unfortunate that you don't, but
4,
you show promise. I like it.
1. Round 3.
The comps are not changing, it looks like. Yep, both teams running the exact same thing.
I still have the fire on this point.
Yep, still the Pharah. It really wasn't doing much last point either.
No,
Which is crazy.
I definitely prefer the Genji still. I feel like it just adds a lot more pressure.
Perp going deep, finds Lucio. Dex running a little bit low here. Neon Monkey gonna be able to bring him back up to healthy. Wander is dealing with, you know, a couple of things going on. Monkumi hovering over point, not finding that much value here. Kind of just like lame ducking. Perf and Benno diving deep. Almost get Satoru Gojo 1. Satoru Gojo goes down due to Benno. Monkumi getting chased after by Perf.
Yeah, no, Fallen's just definitely they're seeing their opportunities on the supports, and they're taking those.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially when their backline is playing such range that you have the room to play. It's kind of nice to see. Ratmaker's Tracer is like really trying to get at Wander here, but dude is standing on a very peculiar spot. I don't know if they're gonna get him. Benno coming down as Gojo really, really early here. Perf and Neon Mudkip still looking pretty healthy there. Dex looking a little bit low for comfort here. Monkumi coming down to 1. The Fallen's down like, you know, a person.
Yeah. Two.
2 people, yeah.
Yeah, but
Wander going pretty low versus the Tracer. Tracer is 1 in the backline of the Fallen here. Perf going down here. He's 1, dead. Yeah, Mudkip looking a little bit low there. Beto coming in for, you know, point touch here. Dex holding point a little bit longer for the side of the Fallen.
pick on the Lucio.
Monkumi 1. Monkumi coming down to Dex.
Oh.
Beto finding Lucio. Beto going down from Gojo here. Dex still holding point a little bit longer than the side of Ratlinkers would want him to. The Fallen let them flip, but they have 4.
yeah, they have
Beno's
to
coming up
advantage
pretty
here.
fast here. Perf diving Gojo here, trying to slice him out. Wander putting shots down pretty healthily. Perf coming down pretty low here. Dex running the ult here, dies pretty much immediately. You hate to see it. Monkumi
that's
looks like
rough.
he's going for something. Neon Monkip, no TP, looks pretty low. Vinci, Zachary looking low. But the dive is too much. That Genji ult dropping was just so unfortunate.
I also felt like they were a little just not coordinated in what they were trying to accomplish on that.
You know, and with Genji ult, you really do want to run in with Wu Yang ult supporting that thing. That is the most dangerous combination I've seen in a long time. Monkumi look like they're going in with a very dangerous ability. Gojo hit his ult, but not able to find that much with it. Benno hitting the ult button as well. Side of Outlookers running the Lucio. There goes Monkumi's ult there. They're at 50% here. No ults on the side of the Fallen. Ratlinkers are only coming up on Tracer ult here. What do you think, Rye? What's the go?
It's gonna be tough. I mean, you're coming up on no ults. Red Milkers are only really coming up on the pulse bomb.
Looks like we've swapped to D.Va on the side of the Fallen.
Plus
Perfectly get a little bit more advantage out. Dex on cast. Benno on Pharah here as well. It looks like it's a partial comp swatch from the side of the Fallen. The pulse on the side of Routmarkers doesn't find anything, and it looks like the side of the Fallen is rather healthy here. Gojo coming down dangerously low. Perf looking a little not so healthy. Bring him up, boys. Gojo still half running right side. Benno getting a lot of value out of this play here. Benno finding Zachary. Perf coming in pretty healthy here. Gojo looking a little bit less. The Fallen do flip points. The side of the Ratmilkers, they lost one, backed up, and gave the Fallen a lot of space there. It looks like the comp switch is doing wonders for the Fallen here.
They're starting to come up on some ults too now, which would help them for the last fight.
Oh, Benno coming down really, really early to do a shot from Zachary. Perf still contesting ult, looking really, really unhealthy here. Fish looking one here, come on! Oh, Nyan Monkey coming down to Monkumi. Monkumi one here. Monkumi still one. Benno finds Monkumi. Perf stays point. Benno finds Vinci as well. Lucio's Soja's dead. D.Va's contesting point versus the Winston and Lucio. It looks like Dex and Neon Mudkip are gonna come back a little bit earlier than than most. Perf getting a little bit healthy here. Ult coming out on the side of the Fallen for Kiri. Perf able to get that second life using the ult from D.Va. Chasing down that Lucio there. Benno coming down to Monkumi. Ult out from Monkumi. Beat out from Fish. It is a first map win for Ratmilkers.
Very, very chaotic last fight, but I mean, you kind of had it to be. I mean, Diva's just kind of there alone for a bit, and then just kind of starting to get the rest of the Fallen slowly back. Just hoping to get some ults to be able to help turn that fight, but just weren't able to get them fast enough, I don't think.
Both teams finding some very, very strange off picks throughout the entirety of Ilios, dude. Like, it was just like a little bit more pandemonium than I think it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like some of those ult cycles too are a little bit off on both team sides. It looks like the Fallen just falling a little bit behind on the ult cycle on that last point. Yeah, that's a lot of damage coming at you from the side of Ratmilkers.
Like in particular, I felt like on the side of the Fallen, the Wu Yang ult got forced out a lot earlier than they wanted to.
Then
and they had to use it a lot more defensively than to try to make a play with it.
Yeah, and the Wooing ult not really connecting with, the targets it seems like it's intended for. Like, I think there were two that just didn't hit anybody good. So,
and then on third point, you kind of had to use it defensively to keep your Kiri alive during the primal.
And you have to wonder, like, is that a fight that you need to win? Like, tick for tack, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you can just take the punch, see if you can kite a bit more, and, and keep the point going for free. Invest the ult in a retake if you got it, But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Definitely a theory. I feel like the ult usage was a little off. I feel like it was really good second point, but they were just kind of playing ahead that entire point. But then once they get kind of a little bit behind, or just at the point where they have to kind of retake, it felt like it got a little sloppy with their ult usage.
Yeah.
Wonder what map we'll be going to next.
Fragster comes in for Satoru Gojo. Mr. Tool has picked Circuit and banned Freya. The side of Ratmilkers has banned Sigma and brought Fragster in for Satoru. They're swapping tank here.
Banning Sigma's a little interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of teams aren't running Sigma on this map currently.
But I think you might be able to get away with it more with the recent nerfs to Ramatra. But I still feel like if you don't play Ram, like you could still play like D.Va more in like a slight brawlish way. Like we saw some of the teams in EU doing in OWCS. I still feel like Sigs just doesn't really have a place. I do like the ban from the side of the Fallen on the Freya.
Yeah, getting it out of the way is pretty nice, and it doesn't let route milkers ban any other hit scan. So we'll see how crazy Dex goes.
Definitely protect ban on that Widow.
You
But
want that guy on his hero.
So any predictions from you next on what you think we're going to be seeing walking out?
Welcome to
I
Circuit
th-
Royale.
if you know, if the Fallen is defending first, like it's just gonna be like, I don't know, standard stuff. Like it might just be Ram, Bap, Alari,
Mhm.
and then Hanzo Widow. I don't know what route milkers plays here. I've got no idea.
Ready for battle.
Oh,
Did they ban Sigma? They did ban Sigma.
are you sure?
I thought so. Oh no, they banned Freya, and then Rat Monkers banned Sigma.
Interesting.
Oh, they
Well,
banned
I
Orisa.
guess-
They banned Orisa. Never mind. Hey, my bad. Hey, my bad, dog. Orisa is off the table.
I guess, I was about to say, I guess we're going to just see both teams saying,
I'm not allowed to read, bro.
saying screw the bans and just running down anyways on Sig.
Damn, I didn't even see the graphic Lemon made for us.
One.
Shit. Hey, my bad, dog. Dex going in for that pop shot there. Over the wall. Monkumi running the, you know, the Pharah here. Might be a little bit brave versus the mid line of the Fallen, but, you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I do think you can get away with it on this map.
I think so too, yeah. Especially with that, you know, with that roof line covering you a fair bit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you just play a little slower in it.
Dex getting
Oh,
Zac.
that's a big pick.
Monkumi still throwing shots in pretty easily without contention. Doesn't get hit by anything. Dex finding
Except for
Monkumi. Yeah, except for that. Caster's curse, am I right? The Hydran control on the side of the Fallen still holding strong here. Fragster looking to walk up. Dex finding Zachary yet again. Please don't touch my boy.
So far, it's
Fragster
just,
walking upstairs here. Perf finding the rock onto Vinci coming down.
this just feels kind of like a shooting range from the Widow on the side of the Fallen.
And bro, Dex is pretty good at the game.
No one can hide
Yeah, he hits a
from
couple
my
shots.
sight.
Dex hitting the ult button. It's gonna be really hard for that Pharah to survive this fight here. Fragster running
Go
dangerously
low.
low, using pretty much every cooldown in the game.
Oh yeah,
Still is one. Window, you know,
Lamp out.
lamp squad out.
And
Fragster
oh.
going down. Monkumi still running high here.
those headshots from Widow on the Sig don't do much, but they definitely add up
Oh, they hurt.
after repeatedly, like Dex was doing.
You know, if you have Widow and Hanzo looking at you on Sigma, and you're out your cooldowns and you're not behind a corner, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
IMO, you're cooked.
Plus, with the backline too, a lot of damage from Bap, a lot of damage from Water.
Fragster running pretty low again. Monkumi taking high right really early here, but is low. The side of the Fallen is backing up to second corner pretty early, looking to actually hold space instead of contesting the high ground there. Look, I mean, if you're the side of the Fallen, you know that high ground is worth jack shit in terms of defensive ability.
Mm-hmm.
Dex playing
That's a
midfield,
bad
a little bit
spot.
brave.
Oh.
Dex finding Zachary really easily here. Monkumi
Huge
still
spot.
flying brave. Dex hitting for one. Monkumi running low. Fragster still finding a really hard time pushing through Perf. Yeah, what do you think, Rye? What should Rat Monkers do?
Stop the payload, you imbecile.
Honestly, I feel like if I was Ram Milkers, I'd like attempt to try to swap the comp up more, because you just have to get space from this fire, like, or not fire, this Widow, and you have like no ults coming up either, really. You got a couple now, but
Yep,
just has all the space in the world.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just not missing shots.
Wander throwing out the Illari ult there to, you know, push him back a little bit. Monkumi swapping to the Hanzo from Pharah, looking to get a little bit more value on the poke there.
I do like this pick more than Fire now at this point.
I do, especially when you're getting shut down by the comp of the Fallen the entire time. I don't, yeah.
Like, worst case, you could just hope for like a random lucky pick just from spamming, and that could just really open the door for you.
Dex going really, really low here. The Fallen shoot out that.
No lamp from the side of the Rattlers.
Yeah, Abs on the backline here on the side of Rattlers is looking really, really, really low. Fish using ult on a down fight. It's OT and Rattlers will not get another meter.
Not a fight.
73 meters, not even getting close to first point control here on the side of Rattlers. Ah, that's rough.
Score
Oof.
0-0.
I do like this pick of the map coming out of that tough loss on first map to go here. I feel like the coach of the Fallen was very confident in Dex's ability to hit shots on Widow, and I mean, that's just kind of what he did this entire map so far.
Dude, yeah, nobody died on the Fallen.
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah, nobody died.
Yeah.
That's, you know, kind of a testament to their ability to hit shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a chance that route makers like full hold them here, but it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna have to be dirty. Route markers pulling out on the BAP and the Juno here. All right, there's May, there's Sojourn. I can respect.
I like the May for defense, because you're just kind of hoping to deny some space from the enemy team's Sig by just being able to win in the brawl.
It also helps Fragster out, and I think you noticed the comp on the side of the Fallen here. This
Very
is
interesting.
This is classic. Well, I mean, you might see. I think I know what they're doing though.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows?
I'd be surprised if they walk out on this comp.
I think they're doing it. They're running over the roof.
Oh, they're going over the top.
Here we go. Vinci going down pretty early here. Immort's gone. Vinci still really, really low. Perf not giving a care in the world of what's going on here. Monkumi trying to chase after Perf. Perf not giving a care in the world. He already got his value here. First fight gone like that. The rest of the Fallen looking pretty healthy here. Gonna get that cart progress. And like, it's a 3v3. The tank is still alive on the side of Rat Milkers, but we've got Benno coming back here. That's a lot of cart push, and it's going to deny Rat Milkers from being able to hold high ground as effectively as they would otherwise. So, you know, the Fallen's going to be able to
open up a lot of space for him.
The Fallen's going to be able to walk back out, automatically be able to take high ground, because they're not going to want to contest it for all that long. And if they do, they're going to get punished for it. Fracture going down pretty... Yep, the Fallen taking the high bridge here, bringing Fish down to half. They're pushing them back so far on this fight.
They're just dominating in terms of just space.
Yep, wall comes out on the side of Outmarkers. Doesn't find much value here. Perf not needing to down his cooldowns. Fragster dumping his. Fragster looking a little bit unhealthy here. Gets hit by the rock. He has no CDs right now. Dex finding Zachary. Ult coming out on the side of Fragster. Fragster's still really, really unhealthy. He's one. He's dead.
Oh.
The Fallen are popping pretty much everything, securing the, you know, the push here. May's gonna come down pretty quick. They're gonna blow up the supports in the room.
This is probably gonna be a face map.
Yeah, I think that's it. Bloodbath.
Definitely. I think the Fallen. I think this was a good map for them to kind of just try to swing the momentum back after that first map.
I mean, not only that, but it shows you the weaknesses of rat milkers. You know, if they're not able to play the the long poke, then maybe you try to force that more through the rest of the maps.
I think it'll be interesting to see where if you're rat milkers, where do you think you go for third map? Like, what do you think you look for?
I don't even know what the map pool is, dude. But definitely not a long range map. Definitely not. Is it hybrid next? I
I
wonder.
think it's choice. Is it enforced order? I don't remember.
I can very easily look at this thing. So Ilios, huh? It's supposed to be hybrid, and then and then I don't know. Is this old? Yeah, that's old.
Maybe.
I'm being tricked by history.
I
Yeah, I don't know
found
what we're gonna pick. Oh, you found it? Sweet.
it. Mhm.
All right. So what do we got next in terms of map pool?
So escorts off the table. So you have hybrid, push, or flashpoint left.
They're
I
going
feel like
hybrid.
are they going hybrid?
Yeah.
I feel like if they go hybrid, probably either looking at Kings Row or try to force a dive on Blizz World.
Yeah, I can see both being a possibility. Looks like the side of Outlookers have picked their map. And yeah, it's Kings Row.
Okay.
And they also banned Diva off rip.
No surprise there.
No surprise there. What do you
Diva
think
is very
they're choosing to run
oppressive on
here?
Kings Row. What
What do
was
you think
that?
they want to run? What do you think they want to run here?
I'm not even.
Huh?
Maybe Hazard. Like Hazard's really good there too.
And
I can see Haz.
I know Perf can run it. I
Mhm.
know it. I have faith.
I'm not real sure where you go here if you're Rat Milkers.
Mhm. They're bringing Satoru Gojo back in for Fragster. Gojo back on tank.
Makes me wonder they're going more divey again.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Like I would imagine you just try to force the Winton dive. Especially after you saw the poke performance on the side of the
Mhm.
Fallen. So you might want to try to force that that dive cycle. Hmm.
Do we know the ban on the side of the Fallen?
No information yet. I know nothing.
Where do you think they go from here?
The Fallen?
Mm-hmm. For their
Uh,
ban.
they banned May.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, that's interesting. I don't mind that so much. Mm. But
Very interesting.
I don't. I mean, it kind of enables you to play like hard brawl. So I wonder if they want to play Rhine. LOL. In this economy, that'd be really really funny. But I know Perf can do it.
But I feel like if you're the side of Rat Milkers, I feel like you stray away from. I don't know. I just feel like based on what we've seen, like if they could force a good dive, even though it's tough on Kings Row.
Now
Especially
entering
if you don't have the
Bronze
May,
Row.
because I feel like seeing that on their
Initiate match.
defense for circuit, they may be comfortable playing on that hero.
Oh, another pause. I'm throwing hands.
Seems like a very classic thing to happen in this match now.
Dude,
This
this
is
is
what,
just like,
third of the day? Fourth?
oh, wow. Full diff. NA coach.
NA
Holy
coach.
shit. Uh, dude, don't take the ball into Circuit Royale. That's all I know.
Unless you pick and you get first ban.
Yeah. Yeah, I
If you can't
mean,
ban that Widow, you don't play that map. That was rough.
yeah.
I
don't know.
feel
I've
like it
seen him.
also makes it where, like, if Rat Milkers go to any map where
Now
Widow is
entering
viable,
King's
it
Row.
makes you wonder if they have to debate on that ban.
Initiating
Because that was
match.
a very impressive showing from Dex on the side of the Fallen.
Yeah. Dude cooked. Dude got his 3rd Michelin star that map.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, man. That DPS line on the side of the Fallen just seems very flexible because I've seen Dex on both flex and hit scan characters and done decently well on both.
Ready for battle.
Genji looked to be a little bit hard to play versus Monkumi last or on first map there, but hey, you know what you gonna do. Okay, so Fallen's
we
locking
might be
in.
seeing the Has on the side of Rat Milkers, maybe.
We could be getting
Mhm.
pranked there, but it looks like they might run it. I mean, they've got the comp for it for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the side of Fallen, they're running the Orisa here. Dex on Freya, Benno on Genji, and you've got your Kiri Bap.
Very, very interesting backline from the side of the Fallen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who knows?
Attackers incoming.
We'll see.
Defend objective A.
Perf hitting that spear right away. Giving a little bit of room here, trying to see where Gojo wants to run. Gojo getting brought down to half from the poke on the side of the Fallen pretty early here, having to use wave. Perf running up left side statue. Monkumi diving up to half to high ground here, getting brought down to half. Oh, Monkumi comes down. Perf holding pretty solid here. Looks to be pushing Gojo back pretty easily. Spear comes out. Oh. Looks like things are stable for the time being.
I know it's early, but I think Dex might be another person to look out for on this map.
I mean, Dex already
to be very.
Dex is already hitting some massive shots. Benno coming down to Zachary. Wave coming out. Pretty good wave, I do say. Gojo looking unhealthy. Getting healthier. Perf kind of a pillar on his own. Has CDs though, so who knows? Oh, he's getting ran.
Definitely, if they can sustain their Orisa here, they definitely have another attempt at this point.
Benno looking for the touch here. Perf coming on point. Running Zachary down. Zachary dead. Looking at Gojo here. Perf is still relatively healthy. Widow coming out inside the Wander. Genji in the background, looking pretty low. Kill him! Kill him! Perf using ult here as the survival tool. Gojo looking low. Pretty much all the ults. All right.
I do not like either of those support ult usage from the side of Rat Milkers.
Yeah, that was rough. Like, I mean, if you're down 2 people and you run that cycle, that's, you know, you gotta kill something. Defensively though,
I mean, they're coming up on some good ults. They're close to the Has ult. Overclock and blade.
Running it, you know, running out pretty early here. Gojo looking pretty unhealthy. Fallen staying up on this cycle here. You trade Kiri ult for, you know, for that tempo change, but the Fallen have nothing here as of now. They're building Genji ult pretty fast. So, you know, we'll see what happens. If
I think this ult from
Zachary running the ult. The Fallen kiting decently well here. They're gonna have to touch. Genji ult coming out from Benno here. He's finding nothing. He is dead. Gojo looking really unhealthy. Perf staying a little bit higher. Perf ulting here, trying to catch something out. Gojo able to block pretty much every shot there. Perf falls down. Yin Makip TP's out. It looks like Rat Milkers is gonna get first point here. on the King's Row.
Objective A.
I think you're with side fallen. You're fine
Escort the payload.
with how much time they have left after all that.
I mean, it's not too terrible. I mean, you don't have wall positioning for defense for first choke here, but you've got 3 minutes, so you've got enough time to, to clear them out and find a stable defensive position.
I also
Speak about
like
lane.
how they're coming up on their with their ult. How their ult combos looking. Ramagriffs do have double support ults, but I feel like so far what we've seen, they may pop both.
Perf looking
coming
to
up.
contest high ground. Fish using both CDs pretty quickly. Running decently low down there in the hole. TP's out though to point. Perf dropping off high ground. The contesting main now. Gojo going in. Gojo getting slapped in the face. Couple ults out on both sides. Gojo looking really, really unhealthy here. Comes down from deck. Perf going to be a little bit healthy. Vinci looking unhealthy. Benno going down to Zachary late in the fight there. I don't know if Ratmulker's going to be able to capitalize on that, but Benno is going to be late.
They're coming up on Wu Ying ult plus overclock.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a double support ult rotation online for the side of the Fallen. Perf a little bit on card, but I mean, it's alright. Wonder runs that window high on back. Really not able to find anything because Ratmilkers weren't engaging at the time that ult was popped, but they do have Neon Mudkip's ult still. Oh, Ratmilkers run the ult on Mankumi from Wu Yang. Mankumi looking really unhealthy. The side of the Fallen run the Kiri ult. It's looking pretty okay. And Benno dying. Perf still in there, in the midst of it. Looking to get people down. Perf looking really, really unhealthy though. Going down to the side of Zach.
60 seconds.
Wander and Dex finding themselves a little bit out alone here. Wander dropping the cart here. Dex being able to get out with the help of Kiri. Do they
Yeah, that
have
last second
Blink
pick
Head?
on the bat might be a little rough.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard go of it, dude. Benno running the ult out of nowhere, not finding anything at all. It does allow them enough time to touch, and the Fallen do not touch there.
No.
2 minutes
not
left,
there.
coming through to third point here. What do you think about the ults going on here, dude?
I feel like that play was a little too ambitious. But maybe he's wanting to also swap it because we see him swapping to the Hanzo now. So maybe it was just kind of like a hope for the best.
Indeed, the Fallen looking to lean into the Poe comp here. Really running high and giving it a go. Mankumi with the blade out here. Finds Dex. Is looking to find more. Finds Wander. Gets Immort out. Mankumi still one. Walking towards Perf. Perf low on cart. Gonna die out there. Not unwinnable for the Fallen, but gonna be really, really hard here with Satu or Gojo coming up on an ult here. Zach with an ult already live.
I just feel like from the side of the Fallen, the all economy
60 seconds.
going to his last fight definitely does not favor you.
Mankumi running really low here. Perf swapping to the Winston for touches and dives. Fish looking really unhealthy. Fish coming down to Benno. Perf still deep as heck, not getting any support. Mankumi finds Dex. Wander finds Vinci.
Huge picks from Wander there.
Oh yeah, Mankumi alone on point, facing a Kiri, Bap, and Benno. They find him. They kill him. The Fallen scathing through that fight, with Kiri ult still able to be ran. Gonna maybe buy them a fight.
Still gonna be rough though with Ratmilkers. Having two ults, probably gonna have the Kiri ult. Within this fight.
If you're the Fallen, you play early here, and that's exactly
Yeah.
what they're doing. Vinci ults on himself. The side of Outlookers run the Kiri ult. A little bit late in the cycle. Mankumi dies. Wander.
Both Genji.
Ooh. Tank down the side of Outlookers. Perf looking a little bit healthy. Perf They found Zach. Perf looking for Fish here. Fish looking a little bit healthy. Vinci looking a little bit healthy as well. Can come down. I don't know if Monkumi touches.
I don't think
Monkumi
so.
does not touch. Hey man, that's not bad. I mean,
Not
like,
the most like beautifully executed fight, but I mean, with what they were going into ult wise, I mean, you take that, be able to win off of that, or not
You know,
win, but stop,
Initiating the match.
win that round at least.
and like, I don't know, the Fallen making adjustments there in the last 45 seconds to try and like tide it over. It was pretty nice to see. Well, man, if you're Outlookers, what do you run on defense?
I think you just stick with the has, personally.
If you're the Fallen, what are you running on offense?
Ready for battle.
I think that's my bigger question.
It looks like Rat Milkers are going to the Orisa.
Indeed, they.
What do you think about that?
I'm sure it's
You know, I don't mind it. Dex might run Widow.
Watch your flanks.
Perf
They might try
on
something.
Winston? Question mark?
Hi.
Wander
That's exactly what
on
I'm
the
talking
Wu
about.
We could be getting pranked, but
The question is,
Wu Farah is really fun.
if we stay out on fire
Cute.
here, how long do you think we'll be seeing it for?
1.
If they roll, maybe through to second. Third point, probably not, to be honest. But I mean, with the coverage that Dex can provide
still-
for the
It
Pharah,
got a little low there on the side, Rat Milkers.
Ursa got dangerously low. The Fallen really trying to take angles here and run their spread. Dex holding a pretty dangerous position. Perf running in, finding Zachary. Benno really unhealthy. Found by Gojo himself. Perf on the back line of Ratlookers, getting looked at by 3. Ian Munkit finding Vinci.
That's a huge
Perf
thing.
still decently healthy, going in, trying to split off Monkumi and Gojo.
This is a
Round.
little low.
That's just a little low. No cooldowns now, though, so they have an opportunity to just, not have to deal with that for a second. It looks like Ratlookers are setting up for the split fight here. Monkumi coming in, down pretty low here. Perf going deep, finding not too much on the back line of Ratlookers. Coming out, going low. Wander coming in towards him, also looking pretty unhealthy. Gojo looking really one here. Perf stays alive by the skin. And Ratlookers does not touch for the contest here. The Fallen looking decently healthy. They're gonna try to split off the,
Oh, that's
gold
huge.
here. Really, really good staggers here. If you're the Fallen, you want to push cart, get as much advantage as you can, and punish these off-cycle hills.
They definitely punished the half attempt to contest that point.
No one can hide from my
Fish going down to Perf. Perf looking for more. Sniper monkey. I think Benno stays on this hero.
I think so too.
I mean, especially with Dex getting them scared enough to like allow Benno to play in space. Like,
What's up?
I'm not mad. Not mad. And Gojo does not look healthy throughout the entirety of it.
aerial position. Justice.
Benno looking for his souls on the tank.
Yeah,
Benno coming down to
that's
Monkumi. That's a really, really big trade.
Fire.
Wu Yang ult on the venture here. They're trying to catch Perf out. Perf getting back up to healthy in no time flat. They Fallen use a beat here.
Huge trade.
And Ratlookers drop the Kiri ult. Kiri going down to Dex. Monkumi back on cart. Trying to 1v3? 1v4? Perf looking really unhealthy here. Monkumi chasing down. Fallen might be able to keep Perf up. Perf rocks the ult. Benno's back here. Shooting down main. Monkumi pretty low. If Monkumi dares to jump up, he's dead, right? Gone.
Like having me around.
I feel like we've seen some rough ult trades, especially from the side of the supports on the Rat Milkers.
Dude, and we're just seeing people die way too early on the side of Outlookers, especially like them just running in, trying to use these support ults and just not being able to hit anything. Dex finding Fish in a very, very, very terrible time to get die. to get dieted on. Zach looking pretty low. Did they find him? I don't know.
I feel like this Widow is just... Even when he's not hitting shots, it's just...
Mankumi running dangerously low here. It gets found out by Benno. Whew, this is rough. Perf gets down by Gojo here. Dex finds Zach. If you don't have a tank, it's going to be really, really hard to take the space here on the side of the Fallen, but Benno's running it down. Gojo looks really, really low here. Still is one. The Fallen's going to be looking to push here and try to get this advantage broken down. Perf is back. Going to look to find Mankumi here on the Genji now instead of the Venture. Perf goes in on Mankumi. Mankumi still looking low. Does not find Mankumi and dies because you can't kill anybody. Benno still trying to poke him out. Gojo looking a bit less than healthy. Oh man, this Pharah is really not fun to play against if you're Gojo, but seems to be handling it well. The side of the Fallen really spread out here. Routemaker's using ult to try and tide the way of the fight. Zachary finds Neon Mudkip on the Lucio, and the Fallen back out. They're not gonna engage in this ult fight. They do have ults coming though.
I definitely feel like Perf might be overcommitting on some of these dives without having enough resources or help.
Especially the dive to run towards that Genji there. I mean, really, you just need to build space up, right? If you're gonna hold enemy high ground and then soft dive on them and jump back up for resources again, like that might be a better way to run it. Perf still in deep. Benno finds Gojo yet again. Mankumi looking really, really low in the backline of the Fallen.
Wait, what happened to Lucio?
Zach, lost? Gojo not gonna be able to touch, and the Fallen take the third map of the series. It is 2-1. Fallen versus Ratmilkers. It goes to 3, right? Yeah. So Ratmilkers pick King's Row and get ran down a little bit. Not a crazy amount.
I feel like either you have to pick a map here that you just can't get any bounty on Widow whatsoever, or you just have to learn to play against it and try to, because the Widow from the side of Fallen have been very oppressive so far in these last 2 maps.
Dex just poking holes. I mean, especially when you're running Benno on the Pharah there to give space. Like, A, you're scared to run into the Pharah, and B, Pharah gives your Widow more space, and C, the Widow gives your Pharah more space. So it's like really hard to play in it. Like third point, you saw the Pharah start to struggle because it's really easily contestable because the high grounds are not that like far away, right? They're very easily, you can close it in pretty fast, especially when you swap to Monkey like Gojo did. It's nice to see swaps like that happen, but you do have to like commit a bit harder on those dives if you're Ratmilkers trying to catch out the Fallen.
Especially with because the way their comp was set up, it was definitely, they had a lot more dive value. They were, a lot more divey.
And Ratmilkers take the Fallen to Saravasa and they ban Freya. Oh man. I don't know if that Freya ban helps them.
I don't know.
Because, you leave tank ban open for the Fallen. A team that is, a tool team.
Yeah.
LOL.
Unless I'm misremembering, I don't mind it too much. Because I think, didn't the Fallen ban Hazard map 1?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So they don't have to worry about that if the Ratmilkers are looking towards that Hazard again for Saravasa, especially point 1, where you have a lot of value on.
The Fallen ban ball.
Interesting ban.
Interesting ban. Is that a joke, man?
I'm leaning more towards maybe. It's just hard to say because we have not seen either teams run out on ball, so I'm not too sure if either teams are comfortable running ball.
Cool is requesting a bio break in chat. Do we give it to him? Not up to us, though, for real.
If you ask nicely, maybe.
I don't think he asked nicely. Just say no. Pee pee poo poo pants over here.
I I think we let it slide
Yeah, I think so.
just this once. I think it'll make the match more interesting, giving both sides a little more time to kind of
The Fallen
organize what they want to do.
more like the Fart Factory. Am I right? Um, there's that one song called "Fallen Leaves." It's pretty bad. I don't remember who makes that song, but it's pretty bad.
I'm not entirely sure what song you're talking about.
You should look it up. It's pretty bad. I think, me personally, if I'm the Fallen, I am like most definitely gonna run the hog comp here.
I think so too.
Yeah, hog bastion sim, super meta right now. It's gonna go really well for them.
I think I've seen the Fallen run that a few times in some scrims that I have spectated in.
Yeah, it looks nasty. I can't
I
lie.
feel like they're like more so go to on like new junk, but I think you could execute it well on Servas as well.
Yeah,
A lot of good angles for the
I don't know.
Bastion in particular.
Yeah, but when you run like the Mercy Weaver with it, like it's just a different animal, different
Mm-hmm.
comp entirely, you know. But I mean, we've been seeing them run, you know, Juno Ana with it, and it looks kind of nasty.
I think the best version I've seen was the Mercy's In.
Oh, dude, that sounds nasty. Legend has it. Tool still not has learned the differences between there, and there.
I think maybe one day, but
Somebody's gonna have to sit down and teach him how to do that. Actually,
are you volunteering next?
no, no, I'm not. It's a lost cause. I've been with the guy long enough to know that I can't help him. Somebody more accomplished in the art of teaching English needs to hop in on that one.
If anyone watching right now thinks they could do it, feel free to hit up Eclipse Gaming to see if you can teach Tool the difference between there, and there.
If you have a bachelor's in education specializing in the English language, or a master's, or you know, God forbid, a doctorate in the art of language teaching, hit me up. I need you to help me fix Tool.
Or even if you just have, spoken the English language for a couple of years, I think you might be able to help Tool.
Yeah, I don't know though, man. Like, it might just be a lost cause.
It probably is. After all this time, it probably is.
He might just need to just put English in the bag and learn another language.
He might just need to hang up the
It's
keyboard,
just
I think.
it's just GG's on English, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a Tool translator? I feel like that'd be funny.
I think, yeah, just sign someone on the roster, so anytime Tool has to type in chat, they can just follow up with the correct wordage.
Yeah, and like they would type faster as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, Tool typing on the controller is kind of wild. For those of you out there, plays on PC, on controller. And he types
And
on
he
controller.
forgot keyboard and mouse is a thing.
Yeah, he actually hasn't heard about what they are.
No. No one told him either. We're kind of keeping it from him.
If he finds out, he's gonna be so pissed. I mean, he's been using
Yeah.
the button dial thing on his flip phone this entire time. So if you tell him what a keyboard is, he might be pissed. Legend has it, dude's still on dial-up.
I think I can see it. A couple of the games I've played with him here and there, you can definitely tell the internet ain't all there.
Yeah, you just hear the dial-up tone on his mic every once in a
Mhm.
while, and he just goes away for a second, comes back, he's like, "Damn it, Grandma, why'd you use the rotary phone?" Like, sheesh, bro. Legend has it, a fallen player has fallen into the toilet.
Any bets on who that would be?
Wander.
I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've wandered into the bathroom and fallen into the toilet, I think that's a pretty rough go of it.
My other guess was maybe Benno.
Oh yeah.
Because like I've been wondering this whole time, like who is Benno?
Why is Benno?
And then we get to the last question. Where is Benno? He might have fallen. Someone help Benno.
Yeah,
But we are back now.
The question of how is Benno? He's back, so he might be fine.
I think Benno is all fine now.
Yeah, he good. He good. All right. The Fallen have banned Ball, and Rat Milkers have banned Freya. Rat Milkers have taken the Fallen to Saravasa voluntarily. Well, let's see how it goes. So what do you think the Fallen is realistically playing here? Because we were jokingly mentioning a Hog Bastion sim comp with
I wouldn't be too surprised if I see that.
Oh, Benno's out on the Junkrat right away.
Another mission.
Yikes.
I'm not too sure we'll see the Junkrat walk out, but I have seen Benno on Junk, and it is definitely something.
I think it's gonna happen. Nah, never mind.
Nah.
LOL. The side of Ratmuckers running the Queen comp, Lucio Kiri with the Sojourned, they're probably gonna run the Genji here as well.
Hmm.
Same
I
comp on the
think
side
on
of
the
the
side
Fallen.
of Fallen, it's gonna be Tracer Genji.
Yep, Tracer Genji. Locking it out, running it down. On the bright side, the Fallen have a permanent target in Zachary on that Sojourn.
That is gonna be a rough spot to be in if you're the Soj.
All CDs out on both Queens. Side of the Fallen are keeping their tank a little bit more healthy than the side of Rat Milkers, bringing down Satu or Gojo. Wander finding two?
I'm here.
I feel like if you're a side Rat Milkers, you just gotta maybe go faster. Try to make Fallen uncomfortable there, because they just kind of got ran out hard, and all their CDs got forced out, and then the Queen just had no sustain after that.
Indeed. I mean, and if you're the Fallen too, if you're closing it out on Gojo, trying to bring him down and bring their team resources down really, really fast, like we just saw them do it, you know, it's going to limit Ratmilker's ability to close in that distance, right? Because the Fallen just want their damn tank dead.
Water getting
We're
forced here,
finding
though.
the Zachary out here. Gojo looking really, really, really unhealthy. Gojo going down. Binshe falling over. Genji almost dead. Pretty convincing team kill.
Now, if you're on the side of Rat Milkers, what do you think you need to do here?
You need tempo. You need to run at something. Like, and if you're not bringing down the resources of the enemy team early, like I think Rat Milkers are just looking for too deep of targets. You know, most of these fights, they're not even gonna touch point. Oh no, their Tracer goes.
Really good with Tracer. I do like this.
Fallen
swap on
running the
Tracer.
Kiri ult. Satoru Gojo running really low. The side of the Fallen are really focusing him out. Dead. Looking for cleanup here. Mankumi finds Benno. Wander and Dex closing out the fight there. Is Agri still alive?
Flashpoint garden.
Get to the next point.
Oh, he got out. He died early, didn't he?
Yeah,
Okay,
he was picked first.
nice.
I do like Ramilkers like what they swapped with the Tracer. I think it's a little. It helps you not have easily things like be run out on the Queen comp.
The Fallen running the ult cycle pretty early here. Rattlemaker's running the Lucio ult to try and sustain the fight. Perf throwing out an ult here. Beat coming out on the side of the Fallen as well. Fight's looking like it's in the favor of the Fallen. Gojo looking really, really unhealthy here. They're going to be able to bring him down pretty fast. And the fight is closed out. That is 4 or 5 ults on the side of the Fallen. And 2 on the side of Rattlmakers.
Yeah, it was 4.
Close out point.
Too.
If you're the Fallen, you do want to play fast this next fight. Try to force out as many ults as you can and just like clear the cycle for the next round of it, right? Because you're going to be able to build up Fury ult pretty quick as you know, as you're playing fast into these fights. Benno, Dex finding the backline
exactly
of Ratmilker. Zachary getting Wander, but the Fallen are still really healthy here. Zachary coming down really, really late in the fight. Good stagger on the side of the Fallen. Ratmilkers did not use an ult there though.
No, I don't think they had a good opportunity with the tempo that the Fallen was moving at there on that fight.
Perf running into the back line of Ratmilkers here. Ratmilkers getting point.
They got the flip. All right, got a couple more picks there. I think if you're the Ratmilkers, you take that fight.
I mean, especially for free.
You don't.
More or
Yeah,
less.
you don't use any ults. You get some extra time with a couple staggers. And the Fallen is slowly coming up to DPS ults plus the rush.
Yeah, slowly building towards it. I mean, these fast fights definitely are not ult chargers. The Fallen pulling Satoru Gojo into their midline.
Queen
Gojo
ult.
able to run the ult out. Side of the Fallen being able to kite pretty well, but Perf getting caught out. Gojo finding Dex, finding Perf. The side of the Fallen are going to have to either get out or die. Probably die. You could have staggered him. I would have staggered him.
But now on the side of Ratmilkers, all you really have is Blade. You're close to beat.
If you're the Fallen, you maybe have a touch here.
Maybe.
Like, maybe. Benno runs the ult. Tracer does touch. Monkumi runs the ult here, finds Dex. Perf looking really, really low versus Monkumi. Monkumi really, really low right now as well, though. Neon Mudkip and Wander are alive to try and sustain this fight. Versus Vinci and Tracer here. Wander V2. Wander goes down here. Does Dex have a touch? No.
No.
Close fight, though. The Fallen only investing 2 ults into that cycle, though. Not really getting to the point as fast as they wanted to.
Definitely felt like they thought they'd get there a lot quicker and have more of a clean engage, having to rush that a little bit.
It looks like the Fallen just didn't have like ults to stack into that, you know, those last couple fights there. Dex finding Zachary very, very early in the cycle. Perf from behind finds Vinci. Beat coming out from the Fallen fairly late in the fight.
Yeah.
And they're closing it out pretty early.
I feel like at that point that the beat was dropped, you're not too upset if you're on the side of Ramilk.
No, I think Mudkip could have held on to it. It definitely felt a little bit too additive for the fight to, you know, I mean, you weren't changing momentum. You were just adding to momentum there, and like, I don't know if it helped.
I fully agree.
Dex running deep with a pulse bomb that did not hit. Makumi looking really low. Perf running deep with an ult. Rattlmakers responding back with a beat of their own. Gojo? Perf staying up a little bit. Perf going down. Zach finding a death there, and Dex is in the backline of Rattlmakers. Rattlmakers did use Lucio beat, Kiri, and Tracer ult.
You got just the Queen ult coming up, and you're about to have rush from the side of the Fallen. What, if you're on the Fallen, Max, what do you do here? What are you thinking?
Run it Queen. Hello.
And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Benno like
no
going
follow.
really, really deep though. Vinci, no TP, really, really low. Gojo still not looking that healthy. Running the ult here, only finding perf with it. The side of Rattlemaker's really looking messy here, trying to find their targets. And the Fallen take back the point.
Yeah, that's
Dex
one of his
1v3ing, not gonna win here.
But he did I think he did enough there to kind of get the point flip.
The Fallen investing Curie ult to try and tide this fight over and just slow it down a little bit longer. Monkumi using an ult to respond. Monkumi really, really low here. Still one. Benno finds him. Benno responding with an own. Vinci running really seriously low. Benno trying to find the Lucio here. Not going to connect. Dying for it. Gojo looking one. Gojo got hit with the pulse bomb. Lucio is still... Lucio dying. Zachary on the Tracer. Swung at by Dex.
That should be the point.
Should be the point.
Palace.
I don't know how you feel about Nax, but I really like that rush timing out of Wander from the side of the Fallen.
Ruins.
Dude, I think it's great. And especially if you get the Genji ult like you did. Like, I think it just works. You know, it's an off-cycle fight. You know what they invested. You know what you've invested. Like, that point's worth it. Especially if it gets you a little bit... Like, if you build ults at this point and you're able to, like, you know, gauge where you're at in terms of the cycle and save up for last chance, then it works out.
Yeah.
Side of the Fallen looking really, really scrappy coming through here. Wander finding Monkumi. Still looking, still looking.
I was gonna say going into that fight, I liked the ult economy on the side of Fallen, but I feel like that fight just kind of swayed it in the other side.
Yeah. Very slightly, if not like a little bit more than slightly in terms of support ult cycle. The Fallen really, really running it in here on Gojo. Perf running the ult through. Ratmilkers did have an ability. Both teams trading out beats here. We're gonna have to focus on targets to see what we can catch. Perf looking back at Gojo here. Maybe they kill out the Queen. Queen looking really unhealthy. Gojo trying to run that ult back. Side of the Fallen looking really unhealthy on this point. Man.
Felt like a really rough fight from the side of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Very uncoordinated early on, it looked like.
I mean, that Queen ult getting negated by the Suzu there, not what you want to see. I don't even know if they have a touch here as well, because Dex uses a lot of
If you're on the side of Fallen, do you go for it?
And they're gonna give it a shot.
We have
Both teams
in
invest
back.
Curie ult here. If they can focus down targets really, really fast here, both teams use Genji ult as well. It's a game of who kills more. Monkumi finding Wander here pretty early in the fight. Benno coming down. Yeah, Monkumi finding Monkumi back. Ooh, backline of...
Very scrappy fight.
Very, very scrappy fight.
And this kid, I think it's
Totally winnable though.
Yeah.
Gojo looking pretty unhealthy. Perf getting his cooldowns back, not being able to catch the swing there. Vinci has to die. Fallen do
They got the flip
over in their favor. Gojo looking really low. And oh, they're staggering Gojo.
Yeah. I mean, they have no need to kill him immediately.
They just build ult charges off this dude. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Both queens do have ults back, and the ult balance is pretty neutral, except for the fact that
I think on the side of Fallen, you need that stagger. Being down
Yeah.
99 0 on that point.
I mean, that really helps. It's going to get them to at least 65% before Ratmilkers do touch the point.
It definitely turns it from a possible 3-fight point to just 2 if Fallen can win both fights. Early Rampage here.
Very early rampage here. The pulse finding Dex. Gojo runs the ult pretty late. Ratmilkers are investing ults in this fight to try and clear point out. You know, the Fallen invested as well. Like, the Fallen will not get a chance to touch back this point. But I mean, both teams dead nuts, pretty much even on ult economy across the board.
I think the Fallen are
Fallen-
slightly ahead.
Temple.
Ahead with beat for sure, and if they're able to build up that Curie ult in time, this is not going to be fun. Makumi running dangerously low. Benno looking in. The beat comes out in front of the Fallen. Benno is off the map. That is not fun to see. Gojo looking dangerously low. Are the Fallen going to be able to clear these, these kills out? Ratmilkers do use the Kiri ult. One of their last ults. Wander finds Zac. It's just Perf alive right now. Can Perf get out? They're gonna catch out Gojo here. They're gonna catch out Gojo.
Yeah.
Gojo. Keep me on point, alone, running really low here. Side of Ratmilkers forced to back
No
off
cooldowns from the Kiri.
Vinci dies on the off cycle. Looks like the Fallen are gonna like soft chase this and hold them in choke. They have ults to run it. Fish coming down at a very unfortunate time in the fight. And, like, it's gonna prevent them from building Lucio ult for a little bit there. The side of the Fallen looks to be pretty healthy on ult cycle. They're gonna run the Kiri ult pretty early, stuff the choke here.
Then massive pick. So next, if you're on Ratmilkers, what do you look for here?
You need to play a fast fight and not get staggered out.
Early play.
Early Blade finds Vinci. The Blade of Ratmilkers is way in the backline of the Fallen. Finds Wander. Makumi running low here. They're going to try to flip the point here, but it looks to be fairly unsuccessful. Zac fighting. Mukip on point. Not able to get
now
the
we're
kill
just
down.
in last fight territory.
We're in last fight territory. Both teams have staggers going on. Benno looking deep in the backline of Ratmilkers.
No touch.
No touch. And the Fallen win this matchup.
3-1.
If I'm honest, Ratmilkers did not look as bad as I thought they would.
I 100% agree. I think going into this with kind of knowing that they were a team looking towards the Diamond tier, obviously saw them in the Summer Showdown just a few months back. But I think they had a pretty well showing in the first match here.
Yeah, and like if you're the Fallen, you're really just like dialing in the cycles, trying to figure out like what plays when. It's kind of cool.
I agree with that.
Are we gonna take a break here before interview? We do have an interview. All right, we're gonna take a 2-minute break.
I'll Wander join us. He'll be in.
Hello and welcome back. We are here with the Real Tool and Wander from the Fallen, who've just won against Rat Milkers 3-1 in CGL Masters tier. Well, guys, how are you? How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, I feel fine. I'm a little upset it wasn't a 3-0, but like we started off the first map really slow. I'll give them credit though, where credit's due for a little bit. They played pretty well on the first map, but it's all good though. It happens.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't 3-0. I think we should have, but I mean, it's the this is the first time this team has ever actually played together in a real
That's
match.
That's true. That's the first time this 5 has
So
played together in a real match. That's true.
it happens.
No, it does happen indeed though.
So, I mean, because you guys are fresh coming into the tournament scene here, what are you looking forward to in terms of team progression coming forward?
If I'm being a little bit overreaching here, I'm looking forward to us winning this tier pretty easily and then playing an open tier probably next season and then some face it pretty quickly. I mean, because we already scrimmed 4-3 pretty consistently with the limited time that this 5's been together. So I'm pretty proud of them in that aspect of things. I'm not sure if Wander has personal goes, but yeah.
My really only personal goals are just to get better, and then I don't know, maybe go play in Face It Masters, hopefully with this team. But I mean, if I get an offer, I hate to tell you, Tool, but I will be leaving.
This team's going to be going there, so you don't need to leave yet.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, well, Rye, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so going from like map 1 on Ilios to Circuit on your second map, like what's going through your head after map 1?
I was
What are
like,
you
it's okay.
thinking?
So like, I was initially pissed, but then I was like, it's okay though. We beat these guys. We got this shit. Let's take it to circuit, and let's let the future MVP of the league show these guys who runs that map, and that runs that map is Sir Dex, the Widow Goat. So I literally said,
Yeah.
if you hit like your opening, like he always goes for the jump shot, right? It's like if you hit that shit, we win the map. And then he proceeded to kill 3 first fights. So I was like, good enough. That was my thoughts, at least.
Yeah. Map 1, I was so pissed that we lost. I literally did not speak in VC between maps. I remember Tool said, "Okay, what are we thinking about going?" And all I said was, "Circuit Royale. We're gonna kill them." Only thing I was thinking, I'm gonna pick a Lari. I'm gonna kill these guys with hammers. They're gonna stand no fucking chance.
So I do want to follow up on that. Going to Circuit, seeing kind of not to like discredit anyone else on the Fallen, but it felt like a lot of the map was kind of the deck show. It really felt like the Widow was kind of just taking all the heads from Rat Milkers and kind of putting them all on pikes. I would just kind of like to know,
yeah.
I mean,
sorry, I can't think where I'm going with
Circuit is
this.
just such a Circuit is such a.
Go
I got this. I got this, Tool.
Okay.
Circuit is just like such a hit scan heavy map that like no one else really has a chance to do anything. If there's a hit scan gap, you auto win Circuit no matter what. Like no one can really like show what they do except besides like giving space to your Widow, or like what I did was just hard shoot the tank the whole time, so he has to back up, and then our tank just sits there and makes sure they can't get to our Widow, and Dex hits shots, and Benno gives him sights.
I will say, like, we're a well-oiled machine on that map. Like, and this is a warning to anybody in Masters here. Don't take us to Circuit. Like, if you take
please take us to Circuit. Please take us to Circuit. I will lose every time on Circuit. Please, I promise.
It's so Dex is able to do what he does because everybody does their job perfectly on that map. We don't play too much. We don't play too forward on tank. We don't like over peak on the back line. We all do what we need to do, and like the stats were like dead even across the board, that map, after the attack. It was like dead fucking even. Like Dex started us off and then they got scared and couldn't peek as hard, and then everybody else started to like be able to take more space and be more aggressive on the map. So it really helps when you have the Widow Goat on your team.
It
So
definitely looked like you guys were a little control on circuit there.
a little is a word for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass over back to Nax for the next question.
Yeah, so like, are there any teams out there in Masters tier that you guys are looking to go against?
I'll let Wander answer that first. I'm sure he's got a good answer for that one.
Looking forward to go against. Personally, I want to go against Void Ravens because my dear friend Quexion is on that team, and I want to beat the shit out of him. But like, good game wise, I'm not sure if there's because I just haven't like done my research on teams. I leave that to Tool, so I'm not sure if there's a team that like can actually match us.
That research is kind of incomplete because no one really played. Like the maps were all kind of one lopsided this week. I mean, my answer to it is just like whoever looks the best, and I'm not sure who that's going to be, but I know we're going to be at the top of the standings all season long. I think that we'll consistently be like winning every series. It might not be undefeated like we wanted it every time, but we'll win every series. We have such a deep map pool that like it'll be hard for teams to really just focus on one thing. I mean, like we go to Kings, right? And we just pull out Freya and Freya does everything, and then they ban Freya, and then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, cool, we don't need Freya no more. Like we're just
I
so
would like to point out that I did go crazy on BAP. I did have the most elims in the lobby after first round.
this guy and his fucking ego, get him out of here. But anyways,
I was
think
just
he's
shooting
next.
people on BAP.
Bro really thinks he's next.
Wander's my little egotistical bat player, but that's okay.
Okay.
We love him for it.
We always got to have
So-
one of those in the Fallen roster. That's for sure.
Always.
Yeah.
You have to.
So, but before we let you go, you guys, do either of you have any like shout outs you'd like to give?
I'll just shout out I'm big shout out to my fiance Illy. She always supports me with coaching, and that's literally why I keep doing it. So, and big shout out to my whole roster at the Fallen. They've all put in the work, and it showed today, and I'm happy for them. I'll give a slight shout out to Rat Milkers. You did take a map off of us. I'll give you credit where credit is due for that. I'm not going to take it any farther anymore because I don't think the beef needs to get any farther because it went a little bit too far from both sides probably at some point. So it's fine now. Beef is squashed. It's all good in my eyes. But yeah, that's my shout out. Shout out to my team. Shout out to all the people, all the fans watching. And then shout out my fiance and then my friend Pancakes, who's also probably watching.
Shout out to my dad who bought me fried chicken before this match. That was my dinner tonight. I ate it like right before our warm-up scrim. It was so good.
W.
A shout out to
yeah.
Tool for, teaching us how to play the game and like getting a good team together. Pretty
Dude, I had
important.
to do Lord's work.
You had to
put
do
this team
so
together.
much.
There's people who,
You had to do
people who
so
know,
much for us to be
people-
good.
people who know. They know.
If you know, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, well, congrats on you guys' victory. We'll see you in the next one.
Alrighty. See ya.
Thank you.
All right.
So, what do we do now? Thank you for watching. We enjoyed your guys' patronage here on the Eclipse channel. Thank you for CGL for being supportive of such endeavors, and thank you for the teams who competed today and the support staff behind them. I know you guys do a lot of work behind the scenes to make this kind of thing run. So thank you for being here, and thank you for showing out and putting your best effort forward.
Also, a huge shout out to Clips Gaming for giving me and Nax this opportunity to cast this wonderful match.
All right. Now to get their Twitch banned. Here we go. No, I'm kidding. Good night.